up, folks. Today we're on the other side of the Edale Vale. We're going to look at some of the history and fantastic geology over on this side. Literally a different side of the picture. It's just as interesting though. I do wish these days would be getting a bit longer. It's a really rush to get to where I'm going to pitch tonight. You'll see in a little bit where that is. Yeah, and I don't like pitching in the dark, so I sort of have to rush over here, rush up to the edge on Rushup Edge. See what I did there? Yeah, so anyway, just thought we'd come and have a look at this amazing feature here. For 170 years we've tried to pave over a landscape that moves 25 centimetres every year. The mountain, Mam Tor, literally shivering, shale lades lubricated by winter rain, sliding the sandstone summit into the valley floor. I find it fascinating that the layers that we see on Mam Tor are reflected in the layers that we see on the broken road. As we look up to Mam Tor, we can see the layers of shale interspersed with sandstone and gritstone at the top, and that's what causes the problem. 320 million years ago, when this area was nearer the equator, it started as being under a sea, and in the sea, the fog drifting down from the sea formed those shale layers over a long geological time. Then later this was a river delta, and the river delta laid down a different kind of stone, and that's where the sandstone comes from. Now when we look up there, all the water that lands on the mountain drifts through those layers, doesn't do anything to the sandstone. When it gets into the shale though, it saturates the shale and it lubricates the shale to slide. At a certain level of rainfall, it's inevitable that that shale will give way. And when that shale gives way, the Shivering Mountain starts coming down. All in front of me here you can see evidence of this massive landslip that's been happening for the last 4,000 years. Yeah, that long, and it's still happening now. Every year it moves a little bit more. And this road, which was started to be built in 1810, is an example of how we just can't fight nature. It kept slipping. We kept resurfacing, mending, and we got where we just said, we've had enough, we can't do it. So they had to abandon this road. Well, the Clag has certainly come down. I'm not going up there now. Looks like it's on the whole edge, so I'll get to my pitch. If it's clear tomorrow morning, I'll go back up. This Clag has dropped in the last 10 minutes. Forecast is for possibly to see some rain. Quite claggy like this. Might hit zero, especially up on the top. The spot I'm going to is actually higher than Mam Tor, so hopefully it won't be too windy. We're at the Bandicoot today. Fancied a tent for once. Done, as you know, the last few have been in my bivvy. I just wanted a bit more luxury today. To my right is the gritstone of Edale Vale. And to my left is the limestone of the Hope Valley. That's the dark and the light peak. So the geology is literally well as shaping the landscape, it's shaped the names that we call it. And this is it, Lord's Seat. Seen it many times from the other side, but I've never got this close. This is a bowl barrow from 2400 BC. We don't know who's buried here, we don't know how many people are buried here. Pretty certain it's a funerary site, so it's to do with burials. It is a scheduled ancient monument, and very rarely the Victorians didn't treasure hunt it. The Victorian antiquarians, they call them, they're little more than treasure hunters, used to dig it out, and what they do, they just dig all the soil away and throw it away until they got to the stones and any grave goods that were in there, you know, in the name of, I don't know, antiquarian. Yeah, and that one hasn't been looted. I'm going to call it looting. So its secrets are still under there, thank goodness. Now, why is it called Lord's Seat? That's got nothing to do with Neolithic times and whoever lived up on Mam Tor. They weren't lords. It's to do with the Normans again. So when the Normans put William de Peverel in charge of what became Peverel Castle, he was in charge of the royal hunting grounds, and from there he could see all of Edale Vale and all of Hope Valley. So he had an absolute brilliant view of the hunt and where the deer were, etc. So that's why it's Lord's Seat. Not a lot of people know that.
Lately I've been told
utterly clagged out there. Well, I've got the two little top vents open there because I'm just cooking my dinner. Just doing I don't know, is it Fray Bentos or Uncle Ben's? Put some boiled water in it and just got the simmering on the thing. So that's about as exciting as it gets. I'll be doing a live stream at 7 o'clock. I've got a few things to look at on my phone, and I'm going to see what books I've got on my phone, do a bit of reading I think. Got my chair, and that's one advantage of the tent. I've got it tilted on its back so it fits nicely in the tent. I've got a nice backrest here. It's chilly and it feels, because the air's damp, it feels a lot colder. Let's see what we've got. 3 degrees outside, 5 degrees inside, 98% humidity outside. And good morning. It is the claggiest clag I've ever seen out there. Honestly, visibility is about 10 feet. I'll show you in a second. Great night, really good. Lovely and warm. Bit of knee pain. I laid on my back and put my pillow under my knee and it eased, but it's hurting a bit now. I think it's with the moisture in the air. It's sort of rheumatic-y kind of thing. Don't get old, it's a trick. Easy pack up today, just steady away, get everything into the backpack and then drop the tent. It's amazing, isn't it, thinking that this area was a sea, was a river, would have had strange creatures, dinosaurs roaming around it, and then mankind arrived, and the Brigantes would have been very prominent on this ridge. They'd have walked along here every day. And then Lord Peverel sitting on the burial mound. And then modern day, and me sitting here. I feel, very privileged to be part of that chain, of course. Hope you've enjoyed this story I've given you today, and seeing this video. I've really enjoyed making it. The say no meter was at its highest when I was leaving the house yesterday. A couple of times I had to really concentrate and think, no, I'm going. I'm definitely going. I'm not stopping. And I can't explain that. I got through it, and it's been very rewarding. I'm looking forward to getting back to the van. Thank you, and I shall see you next week. My max 3 pumps just cut out. Really didn't do very good. Probably tell it's absolutely tipping it down. camp ever. You thought I'd forgotten, didn't you? I did really.